Pablo Gunner and
the ambassador.
and we're here at Age of Comics in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we're here to interview
Lou Ferrigno.
the Hulk. He has many other roles, of course. We're gonna ask him about all that stuff now, so why don't you go check it out with us? I really enjoyed you in I Love You Man. My favorite part was when you choked out Jason Segel for calling you Hulk. Would you mind if I call you Hulk during the duration of this interview?
I do mind.
Okay. All right.
You want me to look like this?
I wouldn't mind too much, you know.
I was always wondering, like, when I was a kid, I always looked up to like Spider-Man. Who was your hero when you were a kid?
You mean I come all the way here, you tell me to look up for Spider-Man? That's it.
Hulk grew on me later
I
on.
used to look up at the Hulk, not Spider-Man. He's a wimp, like him, you know? No, I grew up admiring Superman and the Hulk because it's about power. And one time I put a red blanket around my neck and I jumped off the second story in my house. I crashed on the cement. That was the last time I loved Superman because I would both of my leg. Because I really believe that Superman was real. You know, with your kid.
Yeah, of course, you always do, and then
You probably thought Spider-Man was real.
yeah, I did till I tried climbing the wall. It didn't work out so
There you
well.
go.
So, as you can probably tell, you know, I got some pretty nice guns. So I was wondering, do you still work out and keep in shape and everything?
As long as I look better than you.
Yeah, I mean...
Nah, I train 5 to 6 days a week. I do 45 minutes of weight training, half hour of cardio. Very consistent, 5 to 6 days a week, and I train body part twice a week.
Awesome. Would you mind if I fill your guns?
I do mine.
You can fill my guns if you
I
want.
don't want to feel your gun.
I mean my chest, or my chest. I mean,
I don't touch
this
your
is my
chest.
pride and joy right here.
I don't want to touch
My,
you.
okay. The ladies usually take me up on that offer, but, you know.
Like I said, you're getting warm. You're sweating, huh?
I am, right? That's why I got the sweatbands,
I know.
you know? That's why I got the sweatbands.
How often have you been to Albuquerque?
I've been here 24 hours. I've been here before, you know, I guess both here about 20 years ago. I was competing. I never really spent time here like I'm spending now.
Okay.
Talking to you people.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was anything you like to do while you were here.
While I was in a hot air balloon 20 years ago, we hit a telephone pole. That was the end of that. Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to go on a hot air balloon, but just this situation wasn't fun.
It doesn't sound like it.
No.
Well, at least you did get to.
At least I'm still alive.
You're alive, and you got to ride in a balloon at least. Till
Yeah,
it crashed.
about 50 feet from the ground. That was my balloon experience.
Oh, it just went up like 50
Right
feet.
into a telephone pole. Yeah, swung, and we got the tip of it. And the wire it was windy that day, and then we got swayed more towards the telephone pole.
So, are you excited for being here for Albuquerque Comic Expo?
Very, very. I think it could be a great show. They're expecting like 20,000 people. It's a great pop culture, not just a comic convention. Because you connect with celebrities, you get a chance to bring kids, people, and then, you know, they have cues and age, you have comic book artists, you have autographs of different celebrities. It's a wonderful venue to go to because it's nothing to do with drugs, sex, or violence. It's a great connection with your imagination, and people get dressed up in different costumes. You have a costume party, and that's the fun part of it.
Yeah, it seems like it's a good family event
It
to
is.
have. Do you ever go to these conventions looking forward to meeting people yourself?
I do a lot of the conventions across the country. Different conventions, every convention is different. But
Yeah.
Albuquerque is kind of interesting because this is the biggest one in Albuquerque.
So, I wanted to ask you, you know, obviously you're considered a voice actor as well as television film actor. So, what was your experience like for voice acting? Which one do you prefer?
Both they're completely different. Because voice, when you do voice acting, you can't interact with the actor next to you. Everything's direct. When you're acting, like in a movie, television, then you have interaction with the actor.
Okay. And so my wife and I, we watch you on Adventure Time as Billy. We love you. Great.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Like, how did they get a hold of you and everything?
Well, they know I did the voiceover for the UPN animated Hulk cartoon. And the voice of the Hulk there actually come down. It's funny, it was me, Mark Hamill from Star Wars, a whole bunch of actors. And it's very intense, but I just love the character because they mentioned about the character over the phone. I said, sure, I love it, so let's go for it.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Moving on to the character that you're known most for, you know, you did an awesome job in Avengers as the Hulk.
Thank you.
So much so that I actually thought it was Mark Ruffalo voicing the Hulk. So how was that worked out? What was that experience like?
We have to re-educate you about the Hulk, about the series. I think you're a little behind society. You know, it's my voice for the Hulk. And why do you say Mark Ruffalo?
Well, I don't know. Just when he was smashing him and he said puny human, it sounded like Mark Ruffalo. That's what I'm saying.
Why, you like Mark Ruffalo better than me?
No, I'm
Is
just
that what you're
wondering,
trying to say?
like, did you study Mark Ruffalo's voice a little
No, I
so
don't
that
want
it
to
sound...
study his voice.
No?
Just my voice.
Just
I'm
your
the
voice.
Incredible Hulk.
You are the Incredible Hulk.
Now you're talking.
So how'd you end up getting the role of the Hulk?
Well, they were looking for somebody that fits the Hulk. They were casting shooting the pilot, and they decided to recast because the person they had was Shaquille. He's a 7-foot guy, Jordan James Bond. So they felt he wasn't fit. He didn't look the part. So they did a nationwide casting call, training for competition. I went down for the screen test, and then 24 hours later, I was filming. One day, bodybuilding right into show business.
Wow. I can see why they chose you. It's really, because I know you want the Hulk to be a really big guy, but you also kind of want him to be able to look similar to the other actor, so you can believe it's him turning into the Hulk.
Yeah, maybe you're becoming a fan of the Hulk. That's nice. Thank you for the compliment.
Also, I am a huge fan of the Hulk. I grew up and
Thank you. I appreciate it.
bigger fan of the Hulk. That's actually one of my favorite comics right now.
You should have said that before. You talk about Spider-Man, now you're talking about the Hulk.
Well, as a kid, I liked Spider-Man,
Thank you.
but I learned to like the Hulk more.
Good.
But
Because
I
I'm
also,
here, right?
yeah, but I also have the guilty pleasure of liking Superman.
Superman's great.
Have you read any of the Hulk comics
When I was young.
when you were young?
Yeah.
Okay. You haven't read any of the recent ones?
Not really, because, you know, it changes so much over the years.
Right.
So in the beginning, I like the old stories. I know you have the Red Hulk, you have the Gray Hulk. I mean, I enjoy looking at the pictures, but it's so hard to keep up because I have 3 kids home
Right.
and a wife. You know, it's like, you know how it is.
Hmm.
You have a wife and kids?
I have a wife. I don't have kids.
Okay.
Pets. That's the closest I come.
That's good.
So, so I mean, there are rumors that they are going to do a single Hulk movie.
Yeah.
People love the Hulk. That was probably it was more his movie than anybody else's.
Well, he
You know,
saved
in
it.
Avengers.
Well, he said the day he was a star in the movie, so that's
Mhm.
why they wanted to do another solo Hulk movie.
So, which if they do Planet Hulk, which is what's been rumored, it sounds like you're gonna be very busy because he talks as the Hulk
Yeah.
almost the entire time
And I
for
hope to
that
be
run.
involved with the film and everything when I get the script. I think it's very positive.
That's awesome. What was it like playing the greatest role of all time as yourself on King of Queens?
Wonderful.
Did you have to train for it at all, work out, any kind of training at all?
No, to go out there and do my thing in front of a live audience. It's a comedy and it's instant gratification. It's a lot of fun. I'm an experienced actor.
Well, I mean, obviously,
Well,
you've
what-
been working for like,
What
how
What
long?
year you were born? Where did you come from?
86.
Yeah, I thought more like 99.
So, but I mean, I know you've been working for a long time, like nonstop.
Really?
Pretty much. I mean,
I
I
know that.
did some research, just a little, and a lot of film credits and voice acting credits. So, it's crazy.
It is.
It is really crazy how much work you've done. So, how was it doing comedy though? Was that a big
Comedy's
change
hard
up for
because when
you?
you do comedy, it's not like just reading off the lines. You have to really try. Like, it can't be funny. You have to be in the character, and you have to understand what the script is, and deliver the line basically understanding where you're coming from, and the way you convey to the other actor, it comes out being funny. That's why we have a read-through in front of the network before, and if it doesn't sound funny, they would just cut the line down. And comedy is just, you really, like I said before, you can't be funny. It's got to come naturally.
Right.
If you understand comedy,
Mhm.
fast-paced, it's fast, you're in front of a live audience, and you have only 2, maybe 3 takes to top.
Right.
It's fast-paced.
Okay. And so, I mean, obviously, that was probably a change up for you.
So I know you played the role of Hercules at one time. What do you think of The Rock playing Hercules?
I don't know how to see the film. I think he'll do a good job.
Yeah, feeling pretty optimistic. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's one that you never know till you see it.
Exactly, yeah. He's a good actor.
Seems like he would be a good fit.
I think he will.
Well, that's all the questions I
Okay,
have.
very
It's a
nice meeting
pleasure.
you. Okay. All right.
Alright.
Were you scared these guys before they sit down?
Also, I wanted to ask you, challenge you more so than anything else. Can I arm wrestle you?
No. $10,000.
Can we all arm wrestle you at once?
No, just you and me, $10,000, win or lose.
I'll have to call the bank.
After they close.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. All right, thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Okay, you wanna feel my arm now?
I do. Wow, jeez. That's
Have a
insane.
good interview.
Thank you.